166. No. 167. No. 168. You'll be the blooming last one. Hey, welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. Hope you're very well. We've got a lot to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. In case you missed all the action over the weekend, here is a quick rundown, my friends, of who's who and what's what. We have 13 housemates. We have Sam, who loves boys and is being pursued by Maxwell. We have Maxwell, who loves girls and beer, and he's been told he's like an uncontrollable Labrador by Derek. We have Derek, who's obsessed with kitchen hygiene and believes a real man is one who does the dishes, unlike Anthony. Anthony has never washed a dish in his life, but has already cleaned up with the girls and snogged by Vanessa and Leslie already. Leslie thinks all the girls are jealous of her and reckons Saskia has had a food job. Saskia has called her fellow housemates freaks and has cried because of the fight between Science and Kamal. Belly has belly danced in his underpants and has threatened to use his golden stilettos to hit Science. Who is the ghetto spokesperson and has an obsessive love for food, namely fish fingers and salad cream. Just like Vanessa. Vanessa loves sweets and has found a friend in Craig. However, Craig's favourite pastime is backstabbing fellow housemates, although he is intrigued by Mary. Mary likes the gnomes, hates open showers, and was given a shoulder to cry on by Roberto. Roberto is a big hit with the ladies, already turned down an offer of jumping into bed with Leslie and Makosi, who reckons she's scared of the dark, and she really is the unlucky 13th housemate. Whew. In case you don't know why, let me explain. On Friday night, Big Brother asked a housemate to come to the diary room. Being the first person to respond, Makosi automatically became the unluckiest housemate. At first, she didn't quite understand what that meant, but finally, the penny dropped. Let's take a look.
This week, Makosi, if you get the most nominations for eviction, you will be safe and will not face the public vote.
OK.
To clarify, you must try to get the highest number of nominations from your fellow housemates on Tuesday.
OK, cool. Easy.
OK, more on Makosi and her secret mission later on. But first, we kick off, as we always do, apart from the fact we've already kicked off with all the rundowns to the housemates with Little Brother's Big News. Just after midnight, the housemates wasted no time in celebrating a birthday in the house. Mary is 31 today.
All right, boys, girls, it's the woman's birthday, right?
The what?
It's 12 o'clock. It's Maria's birthday.
Oh!
Maria.
Happy birthday to Mary. Happy birthday to you.
At 10:17 this morning, Makosi continued her secret mission to get nominated by pretending she'd been set a challenge by Big Brother. Let's take a look.
I was asked to do another task.
What did you have to do? Okay.
I was asked to spell extravagant. I can't even pronounce it. I spelled it. They said, would you like wine or cherry?
What did you choose? Did you really choose the cherry?
I chose the cherry.
I can't believe it.
Derek loves it. And at 3:45 this afternoon, the housemates were set a new task that's sure to get them talking. Take a look.
Today's task will test your rapping abilities.
Yes.
In the MC battle, right, you must now get into pairs and spend the next 45 minutes writing a rap about your partner. Housemates will be rewarded later this evening with a party for Mary's birthday. If all housemates complete the MC task successfully.
Then what happens? Breaking news, the housemates passed their task, so Mary gets her party. More on that later on. That, my friend, was Little Brother's Big News. Now then, Cheeky Chops, as always on BBLB, it's your show. Who wrote that? That's a dangerous precedent. And we want to know what you think. With that in mind, today's Cool BBLB is quite simply, how is Makosi managing her secret mission? How is Makosi managing her secret mission? Here's how to get in touch. So the housemates have had 3 days of getting to know each other, but one person who's been getting to know them is TV columnist, massive Big Brother fan. She's been on the show several times. I'd like to call her a friend of the show. It's exactly what I'm going to do now. It's Polly Hudson, everyone. Who's wearing some beautiful shoes. You can take a shot of those shoes if you want. I'm not saying we should. Aren't they lovely? Or maybe I've just got some sort of foot fetish. What are your first thoughts then, Polly?
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Are you Natasha Bedingfield?
I really, it's just, because the beginning's normally not quite so good, is it? They're all talking at once, you don't know who you like, you can't work it out. 24 hours, there's been arguments, there's been tears, you know, there's a loft. What more do we want?
Your favourite housemate so far, of course, is Kamal, right?
Indeed.
Now, we're going to talk about him in just a second. Let's have a look at him in action first.
Come on, headscarf. Come with me now. Don't let me down. Hi, everyone. Let's clarify this. Do we shower outside? How am I supposed to shave my bits and pieces out there? She cleans for you, she wraps you up in cotton wool, and she rubs baby lotion upon your buttons. What do you think of Kamal? Fabulous. For boo is fabulous. I just want it to look fabulous. I'm going to kick him over the head with my stiletto. That's what I'm going to do. Bam! And my parents don't know about my sexuality. They do now!
Yeah, they got that right. What is it about him that you love so much?
I just think he's fun and he's really livening it up, and also a bit of a serious one now. But when he and Science went head to head, I was really impressed with him because I think Science quite intimidating, right in your face, really, you know, being ghetto. And Kamal stood up to him, and he didn't get hysterical as you would think maybe he was going to. He was very calm, you know, and sort of rational. Dare I say it.
Smart lad as well, isn't he? He seems to be quite intelligent.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, it's early days, and it's scary to have to say anything about anybody at this stage. And probably I'll hate him in 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. OK. What do you think of Big Brother's first twist this year with Unlucky Makosi?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I was a bit worried on the first night when she went in and she came out and everyone was going, I don't think she hasn't got it.
I know, it's like a whole
She came out
nation.
going, just still being really nice to people.
A whole nation going, not the public, the housemates, sitting in their armchairs. But she's got it now, and this is what I love, that she's being almost schizophrenic, because one minute she's really into it and being horrible, and the next minute she forgets and is nice and gives a massage and counsels someone, and then back and forth. So I'm worried whether she's going to be able to reintegrate into the group once this mission is over.
The thing is, though, a lot of people I've been speaking to were saying the thing is she looks like a princess anyway, so this is kind of given her carte blanche to act like herself.
Exactly, exactly. And more of it, please. She's really entertaining me.
OK, you've picked one of your favourite Makosi moments so far. Let's take a look at it. Your favourite Makosi moment is just a picture of her ass.
It wasn't that. Although I love that, because it's how gloriously self-unaware for someone on Big Brother.
Well, I only think she actually only has bikinis.
What more does a girl need? Bikinis and heels.
You didn't see me complaining. Who do you think, or do you think she'll get the most nominations?
I do. I think Science is going to get quite a few as well. But I think she's definitely succeeded in her task. Although I do want Big Brother to call her in and go, you are the unlucky housemate, because the way she keeps going, you're picking on me. It's like, duh, yes, that's the point.
Absolutely. But like you said, do you think she will have problems when... Because notoriously, Big Brother's such a claustrophobic and paranoid environment. When people come out and say, you know, I remember Becky last year, when people come out and say, oh, it wasn't really my fault, it was Big Brother's fault and they made me do it. The housemates don't really buy that, do they?
To be honest, they're really giving her the benefit of the doubt, though, because today Saskia was apparently saying, you know, I think she's just insecure and that's why she veers between being really lovely and funny and sweet and, you know, this mental bitch from hell. I mean, I hope they're going to give her the benefit of the doubt and just be nice to her when she comes out and understanding it's not her fault. Big Brother made her do it.
I'd like to point out, if there are any papers watching, that's not a screen grab, by the way, OK, right now? So obviously that's very depressing. OK, at this stage, and I know it's a really early stage, but who are you backing to win?
Oh, I just don't know. I'd love Kamal to win. I'd love Makosi to win. I really like Mary as well.
Anyone you don't like?
Derek.
Why don't you like Derek?
The poem alone was enough.
Why? Derek's great.
Don't like Derek. Not loving Sam so far. And the fact she's wearing a bikini today on a not hot day.
Girls, I don't think girls are going to like Sam.
No.
Why?
I wonder why. The VT, when she went in,
A lot of
you know,
girls,
all
I
the
mean,
things
don't
she
seem to
said,
like her.
she doesn't seem like a girl's girl. I mean, to be honest, she stayed a lot in the background. So, you know, maybe she'll come out and surprise us all, but
Okay.
I'm
For
saying
now,
so
thank you very
far.
much to Polly, everyone. Okay. So, Mary's 31st birthday today, and as the housemates successfully completed a task, their MC battle task, Big Brother is throwing her a birthday party. As a reward, and in true Big Brother's Little Brother style, you can choose the songs Mary's going to be dancing to tonight. Yes, we're right, ladies and gentlemen, the dancing's back in town. I can't say how often or how long it's going to be here for, but it's here for one day and one day only. Here's how you vote. For People Estranged by the Doors from The Lost Boys, one of our favourite films, all you have to do is firstly dance. Then text poll, then a space, then A to 83188. Apologise for my quite gay line dancing there. For Love Cats by The Cure, all you have to do is one of our favourite bands, of course it is. This is the way I dance to Love Cats, and I don't do anything else. Sometimes when the chorus comes, hang on a sec, you love it. No, don't applaud. But normally I'm very drunk at the time. Text poll, then space, then B to 83188. Or for... well, Goth Classic, She Sells Sanctuary by The Cult. Text poll, then a space, then C to 83188. Thanks for the Apache Indians in the audience as well. Woo! We'll have the results before the end of the show. After the break, Queer Eye interior designer Dame Bailey is going to be showing us around the house from a whole new perspective. We'll see you in 3. He'd kill you as soon as look at you. Hey, welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. Hope you're well. It's day 4 and it's 5:43. 51, 52, 3. If you're on a military operation, need to synchronise your watches. Still to come, we'll be hearing what you think of Makosi's mission, and design expert Dame Bailey casts his queer eye over the brand new house. But before that, here's an exclusive look at how this house was built. Way back in February, work began on redesigning the Big Brother house. The brief, to create an aspirational, open-plan living space with literally nowhere to hide. In just 16 weeks, 63 different people have put in over 9,000 man-hours to totally transform the house, and the glass living room was lifted into the garden by a crane. With that in place, time to add 200 litres of paint, 63 metres of glass, 463 lights, 53 mirrors, a dining table shipped in from Italy, and sofas from France, and you've got one uber-trendy, state-of-the-art Big Brother house. With a total of 39 cameras, there was just one thing for me to test, that there really was nowhere to hide. Profuse apologies for the very effeminate way I was trying to hide there. Must be what the house brought on. There really is nowhere to hide, and they're here to talk us through the house and its effects and what that will have on the housemates is interior design expert Dame Bailey, everybody. Dame, nice to see you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Listen, we really need to get an inside look into this house and how it's designed and what effect it's going to have on the housemates. Makosi says she likes the design of the house. Craig thinks it looks like an alien spaceship. What's your take on it?
I agree with Craig. It does look a bit like a spaceship. I mean, especially the kitchen's got that whole sort of Doctor Who feel with the yellow cupboards. And the dining room is very spacey with the glass table and the chairs. It's great. I like it. It's very modern.
Is that a good thing, do you think?
Yeah, because, well, I mean, good to watch, but also I think with the housemates, if they want to get up to any funny business under the table, that's going to be obvious, so it might be a little bit harder for
Absolutely. Now, it's quite tricky to work out the layout of the house, so what we've done, we've put together a virtual tour to give a clearer look of what the house is like inside. Let's take a look. Now, you're going to talk us through this. So let's pretend we live in space and we have a jetpack. The jetpack's on, and we come down, and there is the door. Hello there. It opens up for us. We come in. The jetpack is discarded. We walk down the stairs, having no problems whatsoever opening the door, and we're through. Now, we're just going to take a quick look around. Obviously, we look dead ahead, but we're quite tired, and we want to go and find out where we're going to sleep tonight. We walk in here, we have a look to the right. We're not entirely sure whether we want to sleep on the right, so we come around here, we have a look to the left. Here, my friends, is where we're pausing the tour, and you are going to tell us a little bit about this room here. Now, where do we start? This glass wall, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have even put the glass in there and just left it open and see how that sort of twisted them out. But, you know, the beds are very close together, so that's going to cause tension. Not everyone has their own bed, so again, you know, that's, you know, most people like their own space.
But the glass is the whole, I guess, the whole kind of goldfish bowl thing, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. It's almost giving them the opportunity to live in the house in the same way that, you know, the audience is watching them. We, you know, they're in the goldfish bowl for us, and they get to sort of see what's going on in, you know, with the rest of the housemates as well.
I guess would cause kind of heightened paranoia to a degree.
Yeah, and I mean, the orange doesn't help either because, you know, there's orange bedspreads, there's orange on the walls, and that's not a calming colour, so that's going to get their blood pumping as well.
Sure. What does orange do?
Well, it's a very stimulating colour, so it's, you know, you're more inclined to get mouthy and irritated.
If say you sleep there rather than here, maybe?
Yeah, it's going to be more difficult to sleep.
Brilliant.
So, would you want to be in an orange bedroom?
No, I wouldn't. Let's continue our virtual tour right now. Okay, here we go. We're out there now. I want to get a good take on that table in just a second. Okay, we've got the blue down there. That's interesting. There's the diary room. Okay, we come around here. We've got the there we go. There's the kitchen itself. But let's rewind that. I just want to. I mean, the kitchen kind of is pretty much a kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. This table. You know, obviously we've got the mirrors and so forth from the blue. Tell us a little bit about this and what effect you think that's going to have.
Well, I think circular tables are normally good for conversation and involving everyone. So this is a very long rectangular table which allows people to sort of split off into groups. So if there's anyone they don't particularly like, then they can sit all the way down the other end of the table. So it's you know, it allows people to separate off a little bit.
Well, these are separate, aren't they? I mean, I guess they haven't tried to yet, but if they wanted to, maybe they could move these, I suppose.
They could do. I think, yeah, it's all about the privacy thing as well. The fact that it's all glass, it's very open. You know, nothing's going to go on unnoticed.
No. And what is the blue? I mean, you've got a take on the blue there?
It's almost, yeah, I mean, the blue is a more soothing colour than the orange. But it's, you know, it's very vibrant. It's almost like a 60s throwback. It's got a very retro feel.
Okay, cool. Let's carry on with our virtual tour, everyone, that we've paid a lot of money for. There we go. We're going around now there to the living room. Okay, we've seen that earlier on. There's the kitchen. It's lovely, wonderful. Okay, here we go now. The door's opening for us. We come straight through here. We levitate across. Now, this is unseen in Big Brother, isn't it? Because essentially they've airlifted a whole room, like, you know, into the compound. And this is truly a goldfish bowl, because if Big Brother's not looking at them, then the housemates are, right?
Yeah, and again, it's a bit like the dining table. Very, very open, no privacy there. But it also, by separating it from the dining room, it means that you can sort of exclude people, or again, if people want to split up into teams, then they can hang out in the living room, or they can, you know, stay in the other sitting area.
Right.
So it's sort of keeping them apart if they start fighting.
It's quite divisive. Once again, I just want, you know, you touched on it already, but the orange
Definitely. So this is going to be the conversation room where people start talking. We've already heard the housemates talking about, you know, a whole multitude of issues about themselves, etc., what's true, what's not. And orange is a really good colour for doing that.
Okay, let's carry on.
And the shag pile rug, you know, a great feature.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, through here. Obviously, I think we just stuttered there a little bit. Now we come through here. This is the new thing, inside outside, right?
Yeah.
Showers are outside. This is obviously a very kind of southern hemisphere thing, I imagine.
Definitely for warmer climates. I mean, you often see indoor-outdoor showers in like luxury hotels in Bali or in Australia, etc. But
rarely in Boreham Wood.
I don't think it's going to catch on in the Midlands somehow.
Also, it's going to. I mean, already Mary's struggled with it. She's had a shower in her clothes, and you know, you said you saw Maxwell have a shower earlier on. No?
Yeah, that was a really awkward experience watching Max having a shower. Hours, sort of cleaning his butt off.
Okay. Yeah. And lastly, let's move around a little bit. Obviously, we've got the obligatory swimming pool there, and we've got the loft. Tell us a little bit in what effect the loft will have on the house.
Well, I think Big Brother's been very clever here because it's obviously a small room. You can still, again, see what everything's going on in the house and in the backyard, but it doesn't fit everyone up there. So again, if people want to go off in their own little group,
sure,
as we've already seen, it's perfect for that.
Dane,
perfect
thank you very much. That pretty much concludes our virtual tour. Let's just suck ourselves up back into space here, as you can see there. There we go. Bye there, house. See ya. Bye. Lovely stuff. OK, thank you very much just for now. OK, earlier in the show, we asked you to vote for which song you wanted Mary to be dancing to at her party tonight. I can reveal with, oh, how many? 49% it is. It is... She's going to be shaking her broomstick tonight to, of course, She Sells Sanctuary by the... by the goal. OK, today's Cool BBLB is how is Makosi managing with her secret mission. Polly's back with us. Let's go straight to the phones. I believe Caroline in Basildon is first up on the phones. Hello, Caroline.
Hello, Dermot. Hello, Polly. Hello, Dane.
You're a very polite lady, Caroline. We like that. What do you think, Caroline? How's she doing?
I think she's doing exceptionally well. She's doing brilliant. I think she's doing it. She's rather good at it. I think she's actually. I'm wondering if she's really like that in real life.
That's what I'm thinking.
And I actually think that she's going to get everybody nominating her.
Paul.
Sorry, I'm distracted because Paul Leslie's having a bit of a cry. He's having a bit of a moment.
I don't think that should really distract you.
Sorry.
In terms of the fact, I think the housemates blub pretty much on tap.
All right, OK.
Yeah. You don't need to well up there.
Okay,
Thank you very much, Caroline.
OK, bye.
Bye, Danny from Greenwich. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Dermot. How you doing?
Not bad, mate. Go for it.
Well, basically, I mean, I think that she's gone too soon, really. I mean, the moment she come out the diary room, she sort of switched. And rather than kind of leading gently into it, I think that people like Craig have already started clocking on that there's something wrong. And really, she should have just eased in more than just going straight for it.
Sure. OK. Polly?
Well, I think she'd lost time through not understanding it originally, and she realised that she had to make up that time. So what else could she do?
Danny, do you think she'll struggle later on because of this?
I think so, yeah. I mean, but I think she's very funny, and I think, you know, once the whole house sort of knows about what she's had to do, then fair enough. But I mean, I think she's made some enemies already, which I'm not sure she will recover from, really.
That's the tricky thing, isn't it? Do you think she'll recover from that?
I really hope so, but like he says, yeah.
Hard to say. OK, thank you very much. Thanks to all our callers today. Thanks to all our guests. That's all we've got time for. Russell Brand is back with Big Brother's Big Mouth, 7:30 on E4, and catch up with all the latest house action at 10:30 right here on Channel 4. We are back tomorrow, the usual time of 5:25. See you then.